So in just a few hours, Insta360 is finally going to unveil the Luna Ultra, and honestly, this launch is a lot more important than just another camera hitting the market. For years, if you wanted a pocket-sized gimbal camera, DJI basically owned the conversation. The Osmo Pocket series became the default recommendation, and nobody really challenged it in a serious way. But the timing of Luna Ultra couldn't be more interesting. DJI has recently been dealing with uncertainty surrounding its business in the United States, creating questions about product availability and long-term support in one of the company's biggest markets. While DJI remains the dominant player in this category, the situation has opened a window of opportunity for competitors, and Insta360 seems ready to take advantage of that opportunity. What makes this interesting is that Insta360 isn't simply copying the Pocket formula. Instead, they're throwing a bunch of new ideas at the category. The biggest one is the dual camera setup. Based on everything we've seen so far, Luna Ultra is expected to combine a large 1-inch main camera with a dedicated telephoto camera with up to 12 times zoom, and a portion of that being optical or lossless zoom, something we haven't really seen in a compact gimbal camera before. Then there's the detachable touchscreen controller. Instead of always standing behind the camera, you can reportedly remove the screen, control the camera remotely, monitor your shot, and even use the built-in microphone from a distance. It's one of the features Insta360 has been highlighting the most. But the more Pocket 4P information that surfaces, the less certain that becomes. But DJI might not be as far behind here as it first seemed. FrameTap, an accessory we've already seen alongside the Osmo Mobile 8P, is also expected to work with the Pocket 4P. In fact, we've seen hints of it in earlier leaks, so while Luna Ultra's detachable controller is still interesting, the broader idea of remotely controlling your camera may soon be something both companies offer. That doesn't mean the two solutions are identical. Luna appears to be built around a detachable controller concept, while DJI may be approaching it through an accessory. But it does mean the gap between these two cameras could be a lot smaller than many people expected. And then there's the feature that reportedly delayed Luna's launch. According to information, the company added a first-person camera kit with head tracking functionality late in development. The idea is simple. Instead of constantly checking the screen while filming, the system is designed to let you stay focused on the moment while the camera handles the tracking. If that works as advertised, it could end up being the feature people talk about most after today's announcement. And finally, pricing. Because no matter how impressive the features are, Luna Ultra is entering a category where DJI already has a massive head start. The countdown is almost over. In a few hours, we'll find out whether Luna Ultra is just another Pocket competitor or the first camera in years that can genuinely shake up DJI's position in this market. Peace.